Did you know France is the most visited country in the world, attracting over 90 million tourists a year? That's more than the population of the entire country. From timeless cities and enchanting villages to alpine peaks and Mediterranean beaches, France is a traveler's dream woven with culture, history, and endless charm. Whether you're a first-timer planning your ultimate European adventure or a seasoned traveler looking for hidden gems, France has something to surprise you at every turn. And in this video, we're taking you on a journey through the 15 most amazing places to visit in France. Destinations that capture the heart, excite the soul, and yes, look phenomenal in 4K. So grab your travel journal, settle in, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Voyago, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the world's most fascinating travel guides. Let's uncover the wonders of France, one breathtaking destination at a time. Imagine walking across the Pont Alexander III as the Eiffel Tower sparkles in the distance. Street musicians serenade the evening, and the scent of fresh crepes lingers in the air. Welcome to Paris, the heartbeat of France, and one of the most visited cities in the world. But behind the glamorous postcard images lies a city layered in centuries of art, revolution, romance, and reinvention. Paris isn't just about sightseeing, it's a sensory journey. At its core stands the Eiffel Tower, a once criticized iron structure that became a beloved national treasure. But beyond this iconic landmark is a city teeming with history, from the majestic Notre Dame Cathedral, still undergoing restoration after the tragic fire, to the awe-inspiring Louvre Museum, home to over 35,000 works of art, including the enigmatic Mona Lisa. On a lighter note, don't be surprised if you spend half your time in cafes, sipping espresso while people watching, a time-honored Parisian pastime. There's even a local saying, "In Paris, we take our time, especially when we have none." And of course, there's the fashion. Paris is the capital of style. Whether you're window shopping along the Champs-Élysées, browsing boutiques in Le Marais, or strolling through flea markets in Clignancourt, the city's elegance is effortless, its charm contagious. Travel tip: don't rush. Paris is best experienced slowly. Avoid only hitting the top landmarks. Explore the neighborhoods. Try a picnic at Canal Saint-Martin, take a book to the Luxembourg Gardens, or join locals at a riverside dance on a summer night by the Seine. Paris is more than a destination. It's an emotion. A city that teaches you the joy of being present, of noticing beauty in the everyday. And while the phrase "Paris is always a good idea" may sound cliché, one visit will convince you. It truly is. Imagine a magical island rising from the sea, crowned by a Gothic abbey that seems to float on the horizon. Welcome to Mont Saint-Michel, one of France's most iconic wonders and a literal fairy tale in stone. Perched on a rocky islet off the coast of Normandy, Mont Saint-Michel has been wowing pilgrims, kings, and now tourists for over 1,000 years. Its story begins in the year 708, when the archangel Michael allegedly appeared to a bishop and told him to build a church on this tiny mount. The result? A jaw-dropping abbey that defies logic, gravity, and time. Now here's the kicker. During high tide, Mont Saint-Michel is completely surrounded by water, making it look like it's floating in the ocean. At low tide, you can walk across the sandbanks to reach it on foot. Just make sure to check the tide schedule, or you might get stuck or swept away. No joke. The tides here are some of the strongest in Europe, moving as fast as a galloping horse. Inside, it's like stepping back in time. Narrow medieval streets, stone staircases, creaky old houses turned into bakeries and souvenir shops. It all builds toward the stunning abbey at the top, with panoramic views that are seriously goosebump-worthy. But fair warning, it gets crowded, especially in summer. Early mornings or late evenings are your best bet to beat the tour bus mobs. And if you can, stay overnight in the nearby village. Seeing the mount light up at night under the stars is next-level magical. Also, wear comfortable shoes. This place has a lot of stairs, and the climb to the top isn't exactly a casual stroll, but every step is absolutely worth it. Mont Saint-Michel isn't just a place. It's an experience, a legend, a dream carved in stone. If you want a trip to France to feel like a scene from Game of Thrones or a historical epic, this is your spot. If you've ever dreamed of stepping into a real-life fairy tale, the Loire Valley is where that dream takes root. Nicknamed the Garden of France, this region is sprinkled with more than 300 chateaus, each one more stunning than the last. It's like someone decided to build a fantasy kingdom, then never stopped. Let's start with Château de Chambord, the largest and perhaps most majestic. Built by King Francis I, it's known for its massive double helix staircase, rumored to be designed by Leonardo da Vinci. The entire structure is pure Renaissance drama, surrounded by forests once reserved for royal hunts. Then there's the romantic Château de Chenonceau, built over the river Cher, its graceful arches mirrored in the water. It was famously run by powerful women like Diane de Poitiers and Catherine de' Medici, making it both a beauty and a battleground of royal rivalry. But the Loire Valley isn't just about castles. The landscape is equally captivating: rolling vineyards, sunflower fields, and riverside villages with quiet cafes and cozy markets. You can explore by car, but renting a bike or taking a river cruise adds a storybook twist to the journey. Pro tip: the best time to visit is spring to early autumn, when gardens bloom and outdoor wine tastings are in full swing. Don't miss trying a glass of Sauvignon Blanc from Sancerre or a rich red from Chinon. In the Loire Valley, every corner feels painted by history, and there's always another chateau just around the bend. Sun-kissed beaches, azure waters, charming coastal towns, and more yachts than you can count. Welcome to the French Riviera, or as the French call it, Côte d'Azur. This Mediterranean playground stretches from Saint-Tropez to Menton, hugging the southeastern coast near Italy, and is the ultimate mix of luxury, leisure, and old-world charm. Let's start with Nice, the Riviera's crown jewel. Its Promenade d'Anglais, lined with palm trees and grand hotels, invites you to take in the Mediterranean breeze as rollerbladers and sunbathers pass by. Don't miss the Old Town View Nice, a colorful maze of Baroque churches, lively markets, and gelato stands that feel straight out of a painting. Then there's Monaco, the tiny principality with massive personality. It's known for the Monte Carlo Casino, Formula One races, and streets lined with Ferraris and designer boutiques. But here's the irony: while it's dripping in glamour, it also has serene gardens and peaceful cliffside views. Cannes brings its own flair, most famous for the film festival, but beyond the red carpet, you'll find golden beaches, old fishing quarters, and art galleries tucked in quiet alleys. Now, let's talk practicalities. The Riviera is gorgeous, but it's not cheap. Even coffee can cost double in places like Monaco or Saint-Tropez. If you're traveling on a budget, base yourself in Nice and take local trains or buses. They're affordable and run right along the coast. This isn't just a palace, it's the ultimate symbol of royal excess. The Château de Versailles is where kings lived large, revolutions simmered, and mirrors outnumbered sense. Just 20 kilometers from Paris, Versailles feels like a different planet entirely. Let's put things in perspective. Over 2,300 rooms, 2,000 acres of gardens, fountains that dance to classical music, and a hall of mirrors that literally reflects the extravagance of 17th century France. It was Louis XIV, the Sun King, who turned a simple hunting lodge into this golden symbol of absolute monarchy. Inside, everything screams opulence, from ceilings painted with mythological scenes to chandeliers that look like they could fund a small country. But Versailles isn't just beautiful, it's historic. This is where the Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, officially ending World War I. Now, let's be honest, it gets very crowded, especially in the Hall of Mirrors. Want to enjoy it without bumping shoulders every few seconds? Book a timed entry early in the day and skip the weekends if you can. Don't just stay inside though. The gardens of Versailles are just as breathtaking. Designed by André Le Notre, they're a masterpiece of symmetry, with hidden groves, sculptures, and musical fountain shows. You can even rent a rowboat on the Grand Canal and pretend you're royalty for a bit. Whether you're into royal gossip, history, or just want a taste of pure grandeur, Versailles is an unforgettable stop. From royal elegance, we head into the raw, untamed beauty of nature, the towering Mont Blanc, Western Europe's highest peak, and the charming alpine town of Chamonix nestled below. At 4810 meters, that means 15,781 feet, Mont Blanc is a snow-capped giant that attracts climbers, skiers, and dreamers from around the world. It's a playground for adventurers, whether you're into glacier hikes, paragliding, or simply sipping hot cocoa while gazing at jagged peaks. Chamonix, the base town, is packed with chalet-style charm and mountain town vibes. It's where the first Winter Olympics were held in 1924, and it hasn't slowed down since. The place is alive with energy year-round, thanks to both extreme sports lovers and cozy weekenders. Want views without the hike? Hop on the Aiguille du Midi cable car. In just 20 minutes, you'll be transported from green meadows to an otherworldly snowscape with 360-degree views of the Alps. There's even a glass viewing box called Step into the Void, where you can stand above a sheer drop if you dare. Now, here's something to know. Weather changes quickly up here. Always bring layers, even in summer. And if you're not into mountain sports, Chamonix still has plenty: scenic train rides, spas, fondue restaurants, and breathtaking hikes that don't require a Sherpa. Mont Blanc and Chamonix deliver a different kind of wonder, one that humbles you with scale and beauty. It's France at its wildest, rawest, and most awe-inspiring. Welcome to Strasbourg, the elegant capital of France's Alsace region, where cobbled streets and half-timbered houses make it look straight out of a fairy tale with a European twist. Located right on the border with Germany, Strasbourg is a blend of two cultures, French charm with German soul. This unique mix shows up in everything from architecture to food. Imagine biting into a buttery croissant for breakfast and feasting on sauerkraut and sausages by dinner. At its heart is the jaw-dropping Strasbourg Cathedral, a towering Gothic masterpiece with an astronomical clock and views that reach the Black Forest on a clear day. Surrounding it is the UNESCO-listed district of La Petite France. Narrow canals, pastel houses, flower-decked balconies, it's romance in every direction. But Strasbourg isn't just about looking pretty. It's politically powerful too. It's home to the European Parliament, giving it a modern, international energy mixed in with its historic soul. Now, don't make the mistake many tourists do, skipping Alsace in favor of Paris or the Riviera. Strasbourg is underrated and rarely overcrowded, making it the perfect escape for those seeking both beauty and peace. Travel tip: if you're visiting in December, you're in for a treat. Strasbourg hosts France's oldest and arguably most magical Christmas market, with twinkling lights, mulled wine, and handcrafted gifts around every corner. Strasbourg is like a love letter written in 2 languages, and every line is pure poetry. If you thought France was only about cities and castles, let the Gorges do Verdon blow your mind. Often called Europe's Grand Canyon, this spectacular river canyon in Provence is a jaw-dropping natural wonder carved by the turquoise Verdon River through limestone cliffs. The canyon stretches over 25 kilometers and plunges 700 meters deep, and the views are nothing short of epic. Think sheer cliffs, winding roads, and water so blue it looks photoshopped. Seriously, it's one of those places where photos just don't do justice. For thrill seekers, this is a paradise. You can kayak or paddleboard through the gorge, hike along dramatic cliffside trails like the Saint-Michel Martel, or go rock climbing if you've got nerves of steel. Prefer something chill? There are quiet pebble beaches where you can relax and just stare in awe. One thing to note, it gets hot and busy in summer, especially July and August. If you're going during peak season, start early to avoid the heat and crowds. And don't forget water and sunscreen. This place is intense under the sun. While it doesn't get the international attention of the Alps or Riviera, the Gorges du Verdon is one of France's best-kept secrets for nature lovers. It's proof that France's beauty isn't just in its cities or castles, it's in the wild spaces too. Imagine a town where crystal-clear canals flow through pastel buildings, all framed by snow-capped peaks. That's Annecy, a hidden gem nestled in the French Alps, known as the Venice of the Alps. Its old town, or vieille ville, looks like it came straight out of a storybook. Cobblestone lanes, vibrant flower boxes, stone bridges, and little cafes line the canals. The centerpiece? The Palais de Lille, a 12th century castle sitting right in the middle of the river. It's one of the most photographed landmarks in all of France. Annecy's other treasure is Lake Annecy, considered the cleanest lake in Europe. Surrounded by mountains, It's a dream spot for paddleboarding, kayaking, or just lounging by the water. There's even a beautiful lakeside promenade that you can stroll or cycle along. Annecy is peaceful, but not boring. You'll find food markets, open-air concerts, and little galleries tucked in side streets. Don't forget to try the Savoyard specialties: melted raclette, gooey tartiflette, and creamy fondue. Alpine comfort food at its finest. And here's a local tip. Visit in June or September. You get warm weather without the summer crush. Also, bring a camera. Every corner is photo-worthy. Annecy may be small, but it packs a big punch. A place where serenity and scenery come together in perfect harmony. Tucked away in the Alsace region, Colmar looks like it was built by someone who read every fairy tale and decided to bring them to life. With its half-timber houses, flower-filled balconies, and winding canals, this town is straight out of a Disney movie. Seriously, some say it inspired Beauty and the Beast. Colmar is often dubbed the Little Venice of France, thanks to its canals that flow through the town center. Take a peaceful boat ride or stroll through the old town, where every alley looks like it belongs on a postcard. You'll find colorful facades, quirky signs, and centuries-old wine cellars. Art lovers will appreciate the Unterlinden Museum, home to the famous Isenheim altarpiece. And if you're visiting in December, you're in for magic. Colmar's Christmas markets are among the best in Europe, glowing with lights, mulled wine, and Alsatian treats. But don't let its size fool you. Colmar punches above its weight with flavor and personality. Try local wines like Gewürztraminer or Riesling, straight from nearby vineyards. Colmar proves that even the smallest towns in France can leave the biggest impressions. Often overshadowed by Paris or Lyon, Lille is one of France's most underrated destinations. A vibrant, mix of French flair and Flemish spirit. Located near the Belgian border, this city combines grand architecture with a youthful, creative energy. Start your journey at Grand Place, where 17th century buildings frame a buzzing square filled with cafes and people-watching spots. The Old Stock Exchange, Vieille Bourse, is a stunning example of Flemish Renaissance design, and you can browse second-hand books or vintage postcards in its courtyard. History buffs can visit the Palais des Beaux-Arts, which houses one of the largest art collections in France outside of Paris. And if you're into shopping, Rue de Bethune and the Oiseaux Market won't disappoint. Now, Lille is also a university town, so it's full of young people, cool bars, and a thriving food scene. From rich carbonade flamanda, a beef stew with beer, to indulgent gaufres, waffles, it's a foodie heaven. Don't overlook Lille. It's bold, it's historic, and it knows how to have a good time without the tourist overload. Now, let's journey into what feels like a real-life fairy tale. Welcome to Carcassonne, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that looks like it leapt straight out of a storybook. Perched on a hilltop in southern France, this fortified medieval city is surrounded by 3 kilometers of double walls, topped with 52 watchtowers. From a distance, it's easy to see why Carcassonne has inspired countless legends, novels, and even board games. Once inside the walled city, known as La Cite, you're plunged into the Middle Ages. Walk the narrow cobbled streets, past stone houses, artisan shops, and quaint cafes that look like they haven't changed in centuries. The majestic Château, a 12th century castle, lets you explore ramparts and dungeons while offering sweeping views of the surrounding countryside. But behind its dreamy facade lies a turbulent history. Carcassonne was a strategic stronghold during the Albigensian Crusade and witnessed brutal sieges and religious wars. The fortress fell into disrepair until the 19th century, when it was restored, controversially, by architect Viollet-le-Duc. Today, it stands as a powerful, if slightly romanticized, symbol of medieval France. But don't just limit your visit to the fortified walls. Cross the old Pont-Vieux into Ville-Basse, the lower town, for a more local and modern vibe with boutiques, farmers markets, and authentic Languedoc dining. Travel tip: arrive early or stay overnight. The magic of Carcassonne is best felt when the daytime crowds fade and the ancient stones glow under the warm evening light. In a country filled with historic gems, Carcassonne stands out as a place where time doesn't just slow down, it stops. Welcome to Reims, the capital of France's legendary Champagne region. Yes, this is where the world's most celebrated bubbles are born. And no, you can't visit France without raising a glass here. Just 45 minutes from Paris by train, Reims is more than just champagne cellars. It's steeped in history. French kings were crowned at the majestic Reims Cathedral, a Gothic marvel that rivals even Notre Dame in beauty. The cathedral's soaring ceilings and stained glass windows are pure magic. But the real stars here are underground. Tour famous champagne houses like View of Cliquot, Tadinger, or Pommery, where chalk caves hold millions of bottles. You'll learn how champagne is made, aged, and yes, you'll get to sip the good stuff. Aside from bubbly and cathedrals, Reims also offers elegant squares, top-tier restaurants, and peaceful parks. It's a perfect mix of class and calm. So if you're celebrating life, or just really love champagne, Reims is your dream destination. If Paris is the heart of France, then Lyon is its soul. Nestled between the Rhône and Saône rivers, Lyon may not shout for attention, but it quietly impresses anyone who steps into its beautifully preserved streets. Known as the gastronomic capital of France, this city offers far more than just exquisite cuisine. It's a treasure chest of Renaissance charm, Roman ruins, and vibrant neighborhoods. Start your journey in Vieux Lyon, one of Europe's largest Renaissance districts, where pastel-colored buildings and narrow cobblestone alleys transport you to another era. Peek into the city's famous trabbles, secret passageways once used by silk workers and resistance fighters during World War II. They're mysterious, enchanting, and uniquely Lyonnese. History buffs will appreciate the ancient theater of Fourvière, a Roman amphitheater that still hosts performances today. And towering over the city is the stunning Basilica of Notre Dame de Fourvière, with its Byzantine-style domes and breathtaking views of the entire metropolis. But let's talk about what Lyon is truly famous for, food. The city is the birthplace of Paul Bocuse, the legendary chef who revolutionized French cuisine. Head to a traditional bouchon to savor hearty regional dishes like quenelles, sausages, and Lyonnaise potatoes. And yes, diets will have to wait. Still, Lyon isn't without its modern touch. La Confluence, a once-abandoned industrial area, is now a futuristic district of sleek buildings, museums, and riverside cafes. It's the perfect symbol of Lyon's ability to honor its past while boldly stepping into the future. Quietly confident and endlessly elegant, Lyon is one of France's best-kept secrets. But once you discover it, you'll wonder why more travelers don't shout its name from the rooftops. Let's end on a sparkling note. Wondering about France's best-kept secret? Possibly Corsica, the rugged, sun-drenched island in the Mediterranean that feels like a mix of Italy, France, and pure wilderness. This island is where Napoleon Bonaparte was born, but it's far more than just a historical footnote. Corsica offers some of the most dramatic landscapes in all of France. Think towering mountains, hidden beaches, deep forests, and cliffside villages. For hikers, Corsica is paradise. The legendary GR20 trail is considered one of the toughest and most rewarding long-distance hikes in Europe. And if you just want to relax, you'll find secluded coves and turquoise waters perfect for swimming or snorkeling. Corsica has its own culture, language, cuisine, even music. Try chestnut desserts or fig-based liquors you won't find anywhere else. This is the France that few tourists experience, raw, authentic, and absolutely unforgettable. And there you have it, 15 of the most extraordinary destinations that define the wonders of France. From the romantic shores of Annecy to the untamed cliffs of the Gorges du Verdon, from Gothic cathedrals to sun-drenched islands, France isn't just one story, it's 1,000, layered with history, beauty, and experiences waiting to be lived. Whether you're planning your first trip or your fifth, these places are more than just pins on a map. They're memories in the making, filled with flavors, sounds, sights, and surprises that stay with you long after you've returned home. So, which of these destinations would you love to explore first? Have you been to any already? We'd love to hear your travel dreams and favorite French memories in the comments below. If this journey through France inspired you, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Voyago for more global travel guides and turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure. Thank you for joining us. Wherever you go next, may your path be scenic, your espresso strong, and your memories unforgettable. Until next time, keep exploring with Voyago.